I wanted to cover this project here right now because otherwise you guys will be giving your money away for free. I don't want that to be happening. I don't want you guys to be putting in trades, standing there with your pants down, looking stupid. Let's talk about the project. How did ACT play out like this? Why is this the most sneaky project on the blockchain right now? Binance has been doing this quite a lot lately. We all know why. They want the trading volume. Look at projects like this. $600 million in trading volume since the pump. But this is not the only way that they make massive amounts of money. They can blame it and use the trading volume as sort of the reason for why they do it like this. But honestly, I think they're hiding behind the trading volume. Looking at a project like this, going from 0.02 all the way up to 0.5, we're looking at least a 20x within a day, meaning a lot of people made a lot of money, but it's not as you think. When we look at the trading volume, this is very important. This will give us the insight into how absolutely disgusting this is when this happens. People are sitting here right now looking at this like, oh my god, if I just bought before that, I would have retired right now. The thing is, you didn't know about this. Nobody knew about this. The project was actually kind of stagnating and the trading volume was getting lower and lower. $4 million in trading volume right now. We have seen, if we go back just a little bit, we have seen trading volume all the way up to 50 million, going all the way down to 4 million, 3 million, and during a little bit of a run here, all the way up to 10 million. What this means, there was no hype before here. So when did the insiders buy and how did they make so much money? They have been extracting hundreds of millions of dollars. I don't think they extracted all the way up to 1 billion because that's the maximum amount of trading volume that we have, but they have been extracting hundreds of millions of dollars from regular traders, and this is exactly how they did it. Normally, when we see a project listed like this, we see a bit of a peak before here, a show of a trend change. If we head over here to the graph, we can see that, but it's not that big. This could be where they bought a bunch of the token. But honestly, I don't really think so. Usually it's like 1 day before or 2 days before and we can see the trend changing. We didn't see that here at all. I know the graph looks absolutely stupid when we look at it like this, but if we zoom in like crazy, we don't see anything happening right here. It just went straight up. I mean, a little bit here. It's not too much. I think some people bought over here, but I don't think it actually is the insiders that bought here. Usually it is that way with projects like this. They get the news, they know what's going to happen, they buy right here, they chill a little bit, and then the pump happens and then they cash out. The difference here is that they could not have bought here. Because if we look at the trading volume, it's 7 million. It's not that much money going in right here, and it's a lot of money going out as well. What this means is I think they actually bought here during the first peak. They bought with, as what I can see, like all the way up to around 13 million. This basically pumped the project 10x, but after this here, this is absolutely crazy. When a project like this gets listed on Binance, they get a lot more liquidity, so it's tougher to sustain a pump for the project, but it also means a lot of people can cash out. I'm gonna zoom in here for you guys and kind of show you guys exactly how this played out. All of the insiders, they bought right here, and this counts for maybe 2% of the absolute trading volume that happened right here. Then they have been cashing out right here like crazy, and this is 90% of the trading volume, or even 95 to 99% of the trading volume. It doesn't look like it, but 99% of people bought right here. 99% of people did not buy during this pump. This is the trickery. 99% of people bought right here and have barely made any money. We're talking like $10 million were put in right here. $1 billion were swung around right here. Like 1% down here and 99% all the way up here. This is just absolutely crazy, guys. You gotta take this into account. The market looks like this is like everyone made money right here. But when we look at it, this is just the 1%. This is the 1% of people. all the way over here. This is the 99% barely making anything. You put in some trades here, you made 10%. If we look at Pepe, for example, it is the exact same thing. Right here, you're looking at like $80 million, $100 million in trading volume. Then right here, we are looking at $2 billion of trading volume here on the peak. $2 billion of trading volume. This just means that all the way up here on this peak, this exact peak that then retraced back down again, all of that money was extracted, billions of dollars extracted from this market. The markets, the graphs are tricking you completely. When 99% of the volume happens right here, you think all of the people bought down here and made millions of dollars. The insiders bought down here and made millions of dollars, actually hundreds of millions of dollars. 99% of people bought up here and they've not made any money. And as soon as this project starts going down, it could pump a little bit more, it could start going down already. This is when the insiders cash out the final amounts of money. The project starts heading down. They have so much leverage in the market. You don't stand a chance on pumping these projects. In order to get a 2x from here, you need to pump in $500 million in order to move this up. Once the insiders start cashing out, it's going to play out just like Pepe and we're going to have a solid downtrend. And what that means for us is actually another opportunity. This is the one opportunity we have with projects like this. It's not catching the pump, it's shorting the downtrend. That's why we're here. I've got BYBIT ready right here in order to put in some more shorts. But of course, we need to keep Bitcoin in mind as well. Just looking at Bitcoin, what is Bitcoin doing? If Bitcoin enters a short-term downtrend, we go in for a massive short as soon as we got the confirmation. For example, what happens if we try to play it on the 2-hour time frame? It's that we're gonna get shaken out by volatility in the market. So we play it on the 4-hour time frame. We sit back, relax. We thank Binance for playing these games and extracting hundreds of millions of dollars from poor people buying these memes. And we wait for the short. We put in a big short, write it down, maximum 2x leverage because we don't want to be shaken out by volatility. We cash out that big short as soon as the trend changes and we put in another long. That is exactly what you could have done with Pepe here as well. Before I wrap this up, I'm going to talk about my own personal strategy. What I do is I trade it with a trend trading indicator that I've developed right here. The reason for why I do it this way is so that I don't get fooled in the market. I stick to the trend because otherwise you will be gambling. You'll be putting in random trades and you'll be chickening out from random trades. You will not know what's going to happen. So you'll put in a trade, feel FOMO, exit the trade, put in another trade. We need a strategy and to stick to it. I put in a trade when I see a downtrend confirmation. I'll put it on my Patreon when that happens and then we'll ride the downtrend. If something happens, if news hit the market and the project pumps again, we just change our strategy according to the trend. We are not married to our trade, but we use the trend trading indicator in order to feel safe when we enter a trade so we don't feel FOMO, so we can sleep well at night and ride the trends over time. So with the price prediction, we have a $1 to $2 target if it keeps on pumping. But here is the reason for why we are shorting. Meme coins don't have a target going downhill. They can go down 99.9% and then go down another 99.9%. That is the name of the game. That's why I love shorting memes. So thank you, Binance, for bringing us this opportunity. I know you're extracting hundreds of millions of dollars from the market. Shady as hell. So good luck, guys. I'll keep you guys up to date as well as I can, and I'll see you guys next time.